Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. John and Ellie back at you today with another beer review. And I'm really excited about this one. We're looking at the Anderson Valley Chai Solstice. Now, I love Anderson Valley beers. They make an excellent Goza line. Um, they also have the Solstice line, which I've had their summer solstice, and if you've watched my review of that, I thought it was pretty much a world-class beer. I mean, that it doesn't get much better than that. Never heard of or seen the Chai Solstice until today, so I picked up a six-pack. Went to their website, and its availability is July through September. It doesn't say when this particular product was released, as far as when it first came out, but I want to say that it's been around for a few years. I've just never had it. Um, and it says on their website, it says this is a variation of our classic Solstice ales. Additions of cardamom, star anise, and vanilla create a melange of sweetness and complexity, while orange peel, ginger, black pepper add a zesty freshness and a touch of spicy heat. Food and cheese pairings are cranberry scones and brie. Glassware is a pint glass. Here you go. And the alcohol is 6.9%. IBUs are 15. The malts are Pale Turo, Munich, and Crystal Malt. And the hops are Magnum and Liberty. So, sounds really good. Like I said, I've never had it, but I love Anderson Valley beers. Everything I've had from them has been made with quality. So, I have no reason to think that this one would be any different. So, ooh, all right. Nice pour, a nice brown color. It is translucent though. You can see right through it. It's not hazy at all. There's no sediment in this one. A very filtered beer. The head is about a finger, finger and a half. Beige color. Looks really good. I'm not seeing any carbonation bubbles going up the glass. And that's about it on the appearance. The aroma, you're definitely picking up the spices in this. Ginger, definitely ginger. A little bit of that orange peel. Something else too. It could be the cardamom or the star anise, which I'm not too familiar with the flavor profiles of those spices. But it smells really good. It smells almost like a pumpkin beer. Like it's got some similar spice notes in the aroma, but it smells really good. Or if you've ever had a chai latte, there's a lot of that in this on the aroma. All right, it smells really good. I'm not smelling any alcohol, 6.9%. It's not boozy at all on the aroma, so let's see how it tastes. Cheers, guys. Very good. Um, you know what it tastes like? First thought, after that first sip, gingerbread cookies. Getting a nice gingerbread cookie flavor with this. It is sweet. It is malty. You get that gingerbread bready component in the middle. Low on the carbonation. The body is light to medium. It's really not a heavy body beer for 6.9% in a darker beer like this. You would think that it might be a little bit more heavy body, but it's on the light to medium side on the body. The finish is pretty refreshing. It's a semi-dry finish. It's not a super dry finish, and I think the lack of carbonation doesn't necessarily help with the finish as far as the dryness and the crispness. But it is a nice tasting beer, and it is refreshing. All those spices that they're using just come together really nicely. The main thing on the taste, though, that I'm picking up is that gingerbread quality. You might be getting a little bit of the orange peel as well, but I mean, it's not overly spiced. You definitely get the breadiness and the maltiness that you would expect with a good beer. Um, and this is an ale with natural flavors added, is what it says on the can. Um, since 1987, this company has been putting out great beers. Anderson Valley out of California, Boonville, California. avbc.com is their website if you want to check them out. They have great descriptions on all of their beer. Like I just, read off at the beginning of this review, all of that came straight from their website. They have the entire product line available for viewing, and I mean, they just do great stuff. This one is no exception. I like the Summer Solstice, I think, a little bit better than this. It's more caramel, malty, and I mean, it doesn't have the spices added. It's more of a traditional beer. This one is more of like a seasonal thing. Like I said, it kind of reminds me a lot of like the pumpkin beers, the Oktoberfest beers. It's along those lines, but it's got those chai spices in there. So it's got that gingerbread cookie chai latte type thing going on, which is really enjoyable. It's not something I would drink every day, but it's very well made, and I think it is excellent. And that 6.9% alcohol, folks, is non-existent. You could get into a lot of trouble drinking this beer. I mean, very, very smooth. Yeah, it goes down really nicely. Um, so for a rating, I'm thinking a 92 out of 100. For me, it's an A minus because it's not something I would drink all the time. The spices and everything kind of make it very interesting and enjoyable, but it's not an everyday drinker. It's definitely more of a seasonal thing, and that's why they put it out between July and September. That's why it's not a year-round product, but it is excellently made. I think it's an A. On the lower end, though, an A minus, just because it's got a lot going on, and it's not necessarily um, as beer-like as I would like it to be. But that gingerbread quality that you get is really nice. The orange peel, the breadiness, the refreshing qualities. I would like the carbonation to be a little bit higher. I think that it's just kind of flat. Like if it was a little bit more carbonated, it would be a little bit more lively. It would add to the crispness and the refreshing qualities of the beer a little bit more, but it is still excellent nonetheless. I would highly recommend it. And the biggest thing with this that impresses me is that the 6.9% alcohol is nowhere to be found, and this beer isn't even really that cold. I just came back from the store. I put it in the fridge, but it's not as cold as I would maybe like it to be. So it's probably going to be even better as I go through the 6 pack and drink one a lot colder than this. I mean, it is still cold though, so it's not detracting. It's not warm or room temperature. It's not detracting from the quality of the beer, but I think it would be even better at a colder temperature. Um, but even being a little bit warmer than maybe desired, there's still no alcohol, which is what I was trying to say before, because usually the alcohol levels start to, or the booziness factor starts to come into play as these higher ABV beers warm up, and that's not the case with this one, which to me is an indication of the quality of this product. So anyway, 92 out of 100 for Anderson Valley's Chai Solstice. That'll do it for this beer review, guys. Hope you're having a great day, and until next time, everybody, cheers.